Mortal Kombat, where its tagline is Blood, Guts, and Coconuts. Welcome everybody, I'm Sit Back Reviews, where you sit back and I supply the review. Now, Mortal Kombat 11 just released recently, and honestly, I wasn't going to review it. But when my dad saw the trailer, he came busting into my room like... So from there, I bought it, and I thought I'd take a little break to review it. And we have a little segment later on, so sit tight. But enough talk, let's get down to business and talk about that story. Toasty! So, I'm actually not going to talk about the story. For 3 reasons. 1, it's honestly amazing, and with perfect cinematography by NetherRealm, and the story keeps you wanting more, so I really urge you to play this yourself for the experience, or if best, watch it all on YouTube, because it's like a 3-hour movie. 2nd is my Mortal Kombat knowledge. I'm gonna come out and say it, I never really owned one of these games, till now, so I really don't know that much lore than what I heard, so yeah. Lastly, I didn't finish it. Yes, people, you heard me. I didn't finish the story, and this isn't really the reason why I didn't want to, but I thought I'd be truthful. But there's other single-player stuff with some big controversies, so I'd rather start with that, like the roster. So, the roster is pretty good. Not ultimate, but not lacking. You got the regulars with a couple coming back from MK9 and X. But the new fighters are very little, but they work for the story and add new ideas, like the Collector. Yes, I say it with K because everything else in this game starts with K. It's like the language department hates C. But if you want to change how the fighter plays or looks, there's special moves and gears. On each fighter, you can change their special moves with slots, letting you play around with how your fighting style will be, and creating different variants of that fighter, adding a little bit of spice to your combos because you can have a different move list than someone else. Also, the gear system is something because the more you use a piece of gear, you level it up, creating a space for an Agumon. And I have no clue what these things do, so I just left it.
Agumon's my name, protecting this area.
But there's a bunch of different gears and color sets for each character. Also, there's intros, exits, brutalities, and the best part, fatalities to choose from. But most are locked when first playing, and you're going to notice that to unlock these, you have to do a certain requirement. This now plays into the other 3 parts of the game. Towers and crypts. Now, you have your classic towers with a unique ending to each fighter, showing what they will do with the power of time. But there's taller towers to do, but I sat there fighting with myself. Good
night, you two.
But the next options are the towers of time. These are time-based towers that offer a gear or color set after beating them. The fights are pretty interesting because some fights will have challenges like blood rockets shooting at you or fire spewing out of the ground, making you think on your toes. But you have the power to use consumables too, making the fights even, so you don't have to rely on skills and luck. But even then, some fights tend to push you to use consumables for how annoying the AI is with using theirs. But that's really it. You get coins and consumables for these, but if you have anywhere to gamble your money on, it's in the crypt. Now, when I say crypt, I don't mean this creepy bastard.
Good evening, Fiend fans.
I mean this soul-sucking bastard.
Welcome.
So you're a random guy who journeys to Shang Tsung's island, for whatever reason, to get an opportunity to explore it. So, I thought I'll come up with my own story. His name is Phil, who's a potato farmer who lives in Idaho since college, but he's training to be the best pot destroyer there ever was. But you get to explore Shang Tsung's island in an open world setting, and it's pretty cool with references everywhere. But there's these chests scattered around, and it just so happens Phil likes to open chests that contains essential goodies like brutalities, fatalities, intros, exits, and little knickknacks galore. But these chests open for a price, because you have to use coins to open them. That can vary. Also, the loot itself is randomly generated too, so you never know which character's loot you'll get. So this is where the problem arises, and comes full circle, like eating a chicken chalupa then running a marathon. See, you need coins to open the chest, so how do you get it? You do fights, or the fastest way is towers, because they offer a good amount of coins. But the easy ones are not enough to make good coinage, so you have to do the harder towers. But they push you to use consumables. Okay, that's not a problem, but oh no, you ran out. So what do? Oh, you just do fights that offer consumables. But let's say you made enough money, and you just want that one Johnny Cage intro. But NetherRealm says,
No. No. No.
and you waste all your coins and you never guess it. So guess what? You have to do it all over again. Yes, people, NetherRealm has created a cycle that will never end. And the biggest issue? You have to do it. You have to do these fights for coins. You have to play the crypt hoping you'll get what you want.
Oh no, it all went wrong!
This really sucks, and it's the biggest controversy in the Mortal Kombat community right now. But by the time this video uploads, I heard NetherRealm has changed some of the difficulty on the AIs using too much items and increasing the pay for completing towers. But it still doesn't fix the problem. And honestly, this is shitty because I don't care about the gear, but I do want the intros, and I do want to have the ability to see my second fatality than having to look it up. But past this controversy, there's also online that I didn't really dig so deep into, and AI battles that doesn't really seem interesting. But that's it for the single player stuff. The meat and the potatoes come in the gameplay. But before I talk about that, let me show you how it is when my dad and I played. So please enjoy. Welcome everybody. Like I said, I have my special guest with me, Papa Sit Back.
Yo, yo!
That was a little delayed, but you know what? He's on some stuff right now.
No, I was looking for...
So, he said that he can beat me in Mortal Kombat. And it just so happened that Mortal Kombat 11 is about the past fighting the present. So,
I'm gonna spank you like I did when you were a child.
Those are some fighting words.
Yeah,
let's get to this.
Let's see what this new stuff is about.
Okay, so you just gotta press A.
Yeah, I know that fucker.
Well, I'm trying to go to back.
Yeah,
No, that's me!
Okay.
No, you need to press B! Yeah, you better give me that controller. You realize your mistakes. We're already on a great start. So, he says since the beginning he can beat me since he came out the uterus. So, I'm going to show him that the past doesn't mean you know what in the present.
That was stupid.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to be PG-13. So choose whoever you want.
What do they call these days? Sticks? Pass me the sticks. Alright. See, back in my days, we kept it OG with Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
So, yeah, you can choose whatever color of Sub-Zero you want. You know, you got Sub-Zero. You got Sub-Zero.
Oh, that's much of a choice there.
I'm going to choose
I guess
Johnny
I'll take
Cage.
Sub-Zero.
So, we didn't give him any practice at all. But
I don't need practice. This is from my generation. I'm going to destroy you.
yeah, we'll see about that.
Like the Russians told Rocky, I will destroy you. Alright, let's do this. Wow, this got good graphics.
Yeah.
Shit. We're vibing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, raising 3 kids.
So,
Small fuckers too. Oh!
I'm just gonna beat you with punches in the face. Oh shit! Hey, hey, hey! You don't even know the controls. You can hear the button pressing.
Okay, I figured something out. But you can. Oh wait, wrong game.
That's a wrong game. You okay,
I'm just learning it. I'm just learning. Okay, kick. Look at this. You know,
do you feel
the control's
special?
not that bad, not that hard. I get it. Hey, hey, don't let me just beat you.
Oh, okay.
Oh. You like that? Oh, what? You gonna beat me with punches? I got blocked there. Oh, I got blocked.
Yeah. Welcome to my generator of pain.
Oh, wait.
Ow!
Oh, I missed. Oh.
Hey, you see that thing called Fatal Blow? Be fun.
Kick him. What, you love tapping me?
Oh, I love love tapping.
Oh, go. Oh.
So, you sure you didn't want any practice before?
No. You got this. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
You want to learn some controls? Learn some controls. You're on a timer, but you know what? We don't care about that. What is a timer?
Alright, so here we go. I get it.
Yeah.
We got this.
You like it? You like it? You like that cherry pie, huh? You feel it? You feeling it, Mr. Krabs? You feeling it?
I know, but what I did to your mother last night.
Oh.
Just kidding. There you go. Oh, damn! That was horrible. Oh!
I'm doing this.
Nice!
Get back here. I'm doing this for Mother's behalf.
She didn't love you anyways. Is mom? Oh!
Yeah! I like it hard. Like my women. Oh, okay, you see that fatal blow? You want to try it again? I'll even let you do it on me. Let's press. You stop hitting.
Hold on. Oh, there we go.
See, look at that.
Oh!
See? These are pretty cool moves. That makes you feel special.
So you just hit the LT and RT. Okay.
Yeah.
At least I know
Only
how to
when you get it.
block. At least I know how to block now.
I know. I didn't want to teach you that because you would know.
That's the main thing of the game. What do you mean? You know, I need to.
You okay over there?
Yeah, this isn't as easy as Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
What do you do? I die. How did I just die?
Yeah, you'll see in a second. Don't worry. You want to be my little dummy?
Johnny Cookies. He's badass.
I'm Rito.
Thirsty?
I could use a few pints.
I can't believe you treat your father like that. You'd fist me.
Oh, Dad, I'll fist you any day. Wait.
Fuck, that guy's badass.
Hey, you want to play
Johnny Cage. Wow.
Johnny Cage.
Alright, give me a rematch. You know, I'm barely learning this.
No, you see...
As far as the joystick in controls is pretty simple.
Go to
Pretty
Select Fighter.
easy. I could, for an old guy like
I think
pops.
it's probably time to tell you, these are the kick buttons, these are the punch buttons.
I figured that out 15 minutes in. But sometimes you gotta win by banging buttons.
I thought you were going to say something else. So look at this. See, there's like a... You remember Shao Kahn? Remember Shao Kahn? Remember Shao Kahn?
No, talking to me.
Yeah. Well, who else am I talking to?
Oh, fucking audience.
Hello there, people in the audience. I'd like to tell you, do you
Not
remember
that.
Shao Kahn? Please put it in the comments below.
Sorry if the audio is weird and cut out, but it was our first time trying this, but we had a lot of fun, and that answers your question.
The fighting is enjoyable. It's your standard Mortal Kombat with slight new changes, like the fatal blows that are available at low health now, so when someone is at low health, they're most likely going to pull it.
My spider senses are starting to tingle.
Also, the fatalities look gruesome as hell, making me wonder what fucking demented people work at NetherRealm. But that's it. Mortal Kombat 11 is a fun game for the fighting and story, but how they treated the unlocking system is just honestly horrible. And the real fatality to this game is that.
Fatality.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching. This was out of the blue and pretty negative, but it was really fun, especially to have my dad on the show for a little. And if you want to see him more, please tell me in the comments below, because he had fun and he would do more. Also, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell for more reviews. But other than that, thank you for watching, and without further ado, I'm Sitback Reviews, and goodbye.